After 9 days of trade, the Tattersalls October Yearling Sale concluded for another year. It's been a busy couple of weeks here at Park Paddocks. We're going to round up the whole sale in just a moment, but first let's take a quick look at the top lots from books 3 and 4. Late on Thursday evening, this colt by Too Darn Hot fetched 130,000 guineas. Consigned by Hazelwood Bloodstock, he's the first foal for winner Muhariba and was bought by Ted Durkin for trainer Richard Hughes.
We're absolutely over the moon to have him. Richard Hughes and his wife and Annie love this horse this afternoon, as I did. You know, sire is red hot, as we know. I spoke to Adrian over the horse this afternoon. He was adamant that we ought to have him. Richard was on the way home and he just rang me and said, "Don't leave without him."
By INVINCIBLE Spirit and out of the Galileo mare Mardi Gras, this filly attracted plenty of attention, eventually going for 115,000 guineas. She was bought by Olivia Perkins McKay on behalf of trainer Joseph O'Brien and Justin Cassie.
She had a big walk. She's a Mayfoal. She is beautiful. She just has presence to her. She has a great eye, and yeah. I picked out some pedigrees that I knew that they would like and went out and looked at about 40 horses today, and yeah, she was the one.
The filly was pinhooked as a foal for €23,000 by today's consigner Luke Cohen of Q Cross Stables.
Yeah, for a long time now I was calling her the Queen of Book 3 there when I decided to bring her here, so it was a bold statement to say, but thankfully it paid off.
How confident were you heading into the ring?
Not 115,000 confident now, I can tell you that much, but I knew she'd sell well. The bids just kept going there, and started off in twos, and I was like, God, it's a long way here to where I thought we'd be, but then it took off. I was delighted.
This Earthlight colt went for 195,000 guineas to Tony O'Callaghan of Tallyho Stud. Out of winning mare Crafty Madam, he was consigned by Ballyshannon Stud, having been bred by Con Harrington's Ridge Manor Stud.
Well, very pleased, over the moon.
It sort of happened pretty quick too, didn't it? The mare was very talented. Ken Condon did a great job with her. We got her group placed in Ireland, and the 2-year-old is with Clive Cox, and we have high hopes for that. Con has retained that, so hopefully we'll get some black type at some stage with that colt, you know.
Those are the picks from books 3 and 4, but now to look back on the whole sale, here's Marketing Director Jimmy George.
We've had just a little short of 170 million guineas spent on yearlings at Tattersalls in the past few weeks, which, although short of last year's record-breaking totals, is still a substantial sum of money, and a sum that's only been bettered once, and that was last year's record-breaking year. So I think there's an awful lot of memorable moments to reflect upon. We had the 2 million guineas Frankel colt who topped October Book 1, highest price yearling sold in Europe this year, 725,000 guineas for the Dubawi filly, who was the highest price at Book 2, second highest price for a yearling filly at Book 2, and obviously 2 fine specimens who made over 100,000 guineas at Book 3 of the October Yearling Sale. So there's been sustained demand at all levels of the market, which I think is key to any October Yearling Sale, and has been reflected in an overall medium price which has held up very well against last year, and a clearance rate of 84% over the Books 1 to 3. And in addition to the individual highlights, there have been some fantastic pinhooking triumphs, which are always a feature of the October Yearling Sales at Tattersalls and reflect the extraordinary professionalism of the consigners and the breeders every year. The consigners, primarily from Britain and Ireland, but also from throughout Europe, France, Italy, Germany, send us the cream of the European yearling crop, and I think that's reflected not only in the sale ring results, but also on racecourses throughout the world, and 2023 is no exception. Some of the very best 2-year-olds in Europe this year were amongst the most sought-after yearlings at Book 1 of the October Yearling Sale last year. Diego Velasquez, unbeaten Group 2 winner, and Ylang, who won the Fillies Mile the other day, Group 1 contest. The best possible advertisements for the finest bloodstock to be found in Europe. But equally key is that this sort of quality is to be found at every level of the Tattersalls yearling market. And we've had Group 1 winners that were bought for as little as 5,000 guineas as yearlings at Tattersalls, specifically Via Sistina, who's a dual Group 1 winner this year and will be gracing the Tattersalls December sales in a few weeks' time. Just a demonstration of the quality and value for money that buyers expect to find at Tattersalls in October every year. The usual mix of strong domestic and varied international demand has been very evident from the beginning of Book 1 to the very end of Book 4 of the October Yearling Sale. Would be wrong, however, not to recognise there has been a bit of a recalibration in the market after the dizzy heights of last year. But equally, we should also acknowledge that we have a fantastic product on offer here. The quality of the yearlings at Tattersalls in October are second to none, and it's fantastic to see sustained demand which reflects that quality. So it's always a long couple of weeks, the October yearling sales here at Park Paddocks at Tattersalls, but we've, after the 2,100 odd yearlings we've catalogued, have a short hiatus and then move on swiftly to more than 1,700 horses in training catalogued for the Tattersalls Autumn Horses in Training Sale, the largest sale of its type in the world. And then after that, the year at Tattersalls culminates with the Tattersalls December Foal Sale, and the climax being the Tattersalls December Mares Sale with the 2 eagerly awaited Sceptre sessions on the Monday and Tuesday. So yeah, still plenty to look forward to here at Park Paddocks.